What's up, everybody? It's John Sports coming at you with a brand new video. Hey, it's Tuesday. We're going to dive into this extremely rare Topps product that came out in the early 80s. This is a product made by a company called Perma Graphics. They worked in conjunction, partnered with Topps in order to complete these really cool baseball card / credit card sets. This company, Perma Graphics, is based out of Missouri. And they created these baseball cards, which you can see look like credit cards. We're going to showcase all three of these sets. You got 81, 82, and 83. These are the superstar sets. They're also all-star sets, which are extremely valuable. And these are valuable too, but the all-star ones are very, very valuable. So essentially, this company, Perma Graphics, wanted to kind of jump on the credit card craze that was going on in the early 80s and decided to come up with this concept to create these baseball cards looking like credit cards. They contacted Topps, they cut a deal, and the rest is history. And now these aren't actual credit cards, but they're really cool. We're going to show this to you in a second. So let's get in this first set. Now, I purchased all these off of eBay. I'd say the worst set as far as the quality goes, as far as just the overall cards in general, is this one here. These have a lot of scratches on them. These two back here, 82 and 83, are just pristine, very little marks. So the condition is the word I was looking for. The condition on this set is the worst. And you can tell when you look under the light, you can see the scratch marks are going up and down these, and they must have been rubbing together somehow. But these other ones were kept, must have just been kept, stored better. So let's check these out. These are beautiful. I've only seen one video on YouTube showcasing this particular set. I don't think anyone showcased these other two, so we're looking at something extremely rare. Maybe you've seen these before. I don't remember these. Apparently, there were ads in Baseball Digest. You can look and find those online, the old ads. The thumbnail photo that we used for this video was just a cropped version of the A2 ad. And I thought that was kind of cool, so we used that as our thumbnail. But here you go. So here's the card number one. This is a 32 card set. This is a little bit less. This is 36. This one back here is 24. And this one here is, I think, 36. So we'll get into all those shortly. So here you go. Here's the front. They were able to use, all the actual photos by Topps. They didn't have to airbrush out any logos since they had a partnership with them. The only thing they did differently here was they created these kind of funky team logos here. So this isn't actually the Cincinnati Reds logo, as you can see, but it's kind of interesting. It's got Johnny Bench starting us out. Very plain, very simple. You can see they're plastic, shaped like a credit card. Here's the back of these. And basically, your vitals, you get your Major League career totals here, highlights. And then down here is where you could have gotten an autograph. So that's kind of cool. None of these are obviously autographed, but that's really neat. So you got card number one. Now I'll end up penny sleeving all these up and probably putting them in a top loaders. I think they'll be able to fit fine in those, just to store them so that they won't have any chance of being damaged at all in the future. Okay, here we go. Mike Schmidt, Philadelphia Phillies. There's George Brett there. Carl Yastrzemski. There's Pete Rose. You got a bunch of Hall of Famers right off the bat. You got Bob Horner. Reggie, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Keith Hernandez. Oops, one more. George Foster. Outfielder for the Cincinnati Reds at that time. Okay, Gary Templeton, still here on the St. Louis Cardinals. The Aussie trade hadn't happened yet. Tom Seaver, Hall of Famer there. Steve Garvey. Dave Parker. Look at that Pirates logo. It's kind of strange looking, but interesting. There's Cobra. There's Pops, Willie Stargell, back-to-back Buccos. All you Pirates fans out there. Nice Cecil Cooper. Interesting how they did the Brewers logo. Love it. Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer. That shot, we've actually seen a similar one, I think. These are probably like, secondary, third tier type shots. Probably a ton of them, and they decided to use them for this. Ted Simmons, recently inducted in the Hall of Fame. Nice one there. Dave Kingman. They're in the Mets. Looks like they painted the hat, though, doesn't it? But maybe he was in the Mets at that point. I don't know if this is, talks about it back there. It's King Kong. Nice Ricky Henderson. This would be a second year card product for him. Fred Lynn. The halos there. Dave Winfield. Very nice. Rod Carew. Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter. Cesar Cedeno. Speedy outfielder for the Astros. You got a nice Nolan Ryan here. I wish this didn't have scratch marks on it. It's really, if you can kind of see a little bit of them, a little bit of a reflection there. But this is one of the valuable ones. But unfortunately, this is nothing I would send in a PSA. This whole set, I don't think there's any I could send in. They do have a database populated for all, I think all 3 of these years. So these are pretty pricey as far as the value of them. So there's Dusty Baker, Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer, Gorman Thomas, Ben Ogilvy, Willie Wilson. We end with Gary Carter, Hall of Famer. There, Gary Carter there with the Montreal Expos. Rest in peace, Mr. Carter. Okay, let's go into 1982, sorry. Okay, so these look a little bit different, as you can tell. Mr. Johnny Bench starts us out here. They totally changed up the look of these. They went top to bottom instead of horizontal. So, they took away the logos, just put down the general team name, the Reds, and then player name and position. And the back of these look basically the same. Same thing, same layout. Got your vitals here, your career record, and then your career highlights, and then again the space to have an autograph. That's pretty cool. And then there's like an embedded logo back here. I'm wondering if it's a Perma Graphics logo. It's hard to tell. It's hard to see, but it's still pretty cool. There you go. And these, they have very little, like there might be a little tiny mark there that's so hard to see. But if I look under the light, I can see. But in general, there's no scratching on these, so which is phenomenal considering they're plastic and it's very easy to scratch these things up. Just like, a chrome card, how those are very easy to scratch if you're not careful. All right, next up we got Tom Seaver. Mike Schmidt. Gary Carter, all smiles there. Willie Stargell. Tim Rock Reigns. He graced the set. Nice one there. Second year for him. Bill Madlock, Mad Dog. Keith Hernandez. It's Pete Rose again. Steve Carlton. Steve Garvey. Fernando Valenzuela. So this is the second year in the league at this point. Carl Yastrzemski. He's winding down his career. Okay. Dave Winfield. Carney Lansford. Raleigh Fingers. Tony Armas. Cecil Cooper. George Brett. That looks like an older photo too, doesn't it? From like 76 or something, from the 76 card. Does look like that. Does not look like. It's very, very interesting. Look at the history of that one in particular. It's Reggie Jackson here in the Angels at this point. Rod Carew. Eddie Murray. Ricky Henderson. It's a very nice card there. And then we end with Kurt Gibson. So this is, his second year in the league at this point. Nice one there. Okay, let's go to the last set, the 83. So that one had only 24 cards in it. I think that's the complete set. Okay. There we go. Then they changed the look of this one up too as well. Let's pull Bill Buckner. He's number 1 of the set. You can see the superstar. They kind of just moved it down, put the baseball up top, added the city this time, and then National League in this position with the kind of flag banner thing going on there. The back again looks the same with his vitals, career totals, and then career highlights, and then again the space to get a possible autograph. If you were to bring this to the games, you got Bill Buckner starting us all out. They only did 3 years of these, so get them all right here to see. Be very careful with these. Okay. Steve Carlton. Gary Carter again. Andre Dawson, the Hawk. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff right here. Pedro Guerrero, senior. George Hendrick. Keith Hernandez again, so he's in all three years. Bill Madlock. Dale Murphy joins in on the fun here. There's Al Oliver coming up. Scoops. Philip D. Parker. Darryl Porter. Very overlooked player. Good catcher there for the Royals and the Cardinals. Pete Rose. He's in all 3 sets. So is Mike Schmidt. Career is winding down as well, too. Lonnie Smith. Followed by Ozzie Smith, the Wiz. Bruce Sutter. Fernando Valenzuela. That has a little bit of a mark. That was the only one I didn't notice that one. I didn't really glance these too close. Kind of made sure they didn't have any marks on them. So they got George Brett. Definitely looks like they used an older photo, though, of him in that previous set. Rod Carew. Cecil Cooper. Doug DeCinces. Raleigh Fingers. DeMesa Garcia. Toby Hara. There's a nice Ricky. This one's pretty good, too. One of these 3, or maybe it's one of the all-star ones, is in his top 10 most valuable cards. I'm not sure if it might be this one. Or is it all-star version of this one? We've got Reggie here, Reggie Jackson. Hal McRae. Eddie Murray. Lance Parrish. He's a really good catcher, too. We tend, give very much attention to old Mr. Parrish there. Probably should. Got Jim Rice. Hall of Famer. Got Gorman Thomas again. He's winding down his career as well, too. Willie Wilson. Dave Winfield. Carl Yastrzemski. And we end with Robin Yount. So there you go, guys. I want to double check and make sure that we have the complete set to that, because I feel like we're missing something out of there. And I'll double check the set, because you think you'd see some, and they said it was a complete set, and I could have sworn I looked at the checklist to make sure that it was. Well, I'll double check that. But there you go, folks. There are the 3 years, 1981, 82, 83 of Perma Graphics baseball / credit cards. Were put out in conjunction with Topps. You had to order these. You couldn't purchase these at the store. I think this is a mail-in only thing. So there you go. I think you could buy complete sets. I'm not sure if you could buy individual ones, but these are very cool. I did not know about these. I actually found out about these from one of the sports collector kits. Reading over the old information there, saw one of these cards in there and got intrigued, and then went and did the research and found about this, and then found all three of them. And some of these can be pretty pricey, so I got good deals on all three. This one being the cheapest one, which I think I paid $15 for this. But again, had I known that there were some scratch marks on these cards, I probably wouldn't have purchased that particular one. These other ones are actually really good deals too. No complaints there at all. So that's it for today, folks. Hopefully you like this little travel back in time here on Tuesday to check out these old credit card / baseball card sets by Perma Graphics and Topps. Definitely a unique item, definitely rare, something maybe you've never seen before. And if you have and you've forgotten all about them, and maybe just refresh your memory. And I hope you enjoyed this today. That's it for today, folks. Remember, if you're not subscribed, you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button right below my index finger in that general vicinity down there below Mr. Gibson and Mr. Young down there. And what else can I say? Let's give you this video a thumbs up, like this video, comment down below. Let me know what you think of these. I think these are really, really awesome. So I think you might as well. What else can I say? Share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones. eBay store link is down below in the description. That's it for today, folks. Got more videos in the way. Some really great stuff this week, so you're going to want to stick around and watch those videos when they come out. We'll see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday. Thanks again for watching, guys. This is John Sports Card signing off, and we'll see you.